In this section, we're going to look at installing a slider plugin. Now, as usual, we go to Plugins, Add New, and if over here you just search using the word slider, you'll see there's lots and lots of different types of slider plugins you can use. In this particular case, what we'll do is we'll install this one here called Metaslider, and again you need to check everything's okay, and as you can see, over 900,000 active installations, really good reviews, recently updated and compatible. So we'll install this one, then we'll activate it. So once it's installed, it's got its own little item here in the menus, so we'll click on this. As you can see, there are add-ons available. You can upgrade to a professional version and you've got plenty of documentation. But in this case, we'll just use the quick start, and what we'll do is we'll just drag some images into this area here. Now what I've done is I've created some slider images, and the trick with sliders is to make sure all the images you're going to use have the same dimensions. So this one's actually quite large. Each of these pictures is 1920 by 1080. As you can see, some of the file sizes are a bit large, so if I was doing this for real, what I should do is do some work to optimize this to bring the size down. But this is just a demo, so we'll just go with what we've got. So what I'll do is I'll select these ones like so, resize this so I can drag it in, and then I'll just drag them over here. And I'll maximize this. So here's my images. Now if I go back and look at the details of the images, as you can see they're 1920 by 1080. So the first thing I need to do is to make sure I change these things here so they match the size of the pictures. So all the pictures are basically 1920 pixels wide by 1080 high. There's various effects I can use, so I can have them sliding in and all sorts of things. In this case, I'll just have them fading from one to the other. There's various other options you can have here. You go to where it says Advanced Settings, there's more options in here. So for instance, you can have it to autoplay, which is probably a good idea. And as I say, you can have pause on hover. I'll take that off because that quite often confuses people. And you can adjust the sort of speed and the delay and everything else. So you can play around with all these settings here. There's also different types of slideshows built in here. So you can have this one, or this one, or this one, or this one. They're all slightly different. We'll just go for the basic one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Save. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 images here that'll be part of my slider. So I'll go and click on Save. Now if I scroll down here, you can see it tells you how to use this, and basically what you do is you use a shortcode. So that is the shortcode here, which is relevant to this particular slider. So I've selected that. I'll press Ctrl+C to copy it to memory. So that's it, it's all been set up. I now need to embed this into a page. So if I go and look at my pages here, in this case we'll go to the gallery page. It's got lots of pictures in it already. And if I just click here after the word gallery and press return, that will actually create a new block, which by default will be a paragraph block. So I'll just press Ctrl+V and that embeds the shortcode here. And really that's all we need to do. So let's click on update here. So update everything. Then if we go and visit the site and look at the gallery page, as you can see, it now displays this slider. So as you can see, that was really easy to set up. If I go back to the back end here, then I go back down to where it says Metaslider. What I can do is I can make changes if I want to. So for instance, if I click on the image here, I could replace that with a different image, or if I wanted to, I could click here and delete some of the images. So now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 5. If we save those changes, then go back and look at that gallery page again, you will no longer see the hedgehog slide. And there you are, that's your slider.